Hey coaches, here's a look at our belly play against the 5-3 defense. Now, if you didn't watch our fullback toss sweep play, I would highly recommend going back and watching that. I'll leave a link in the description of this video so you can check that out. Because belly is a great complement to the toss. Once you start beating the defense with toss, they're going to widen, and then that's when you could hit them underneath with belly. But I'll start the backside blocking rules. We're going to block the backsides inside over free, okay, for all these guys. So no one inside, no one over. He's free. He's going to get the linebacker. If this kid flies out, don't chase. Work back or work up. All right, there's no one inside. We have a defender over, so we're going to base here. No one inside, no one over. We're free. Look to cut off the linebacker. You can have him try to get the mic, but he probably won't. We always have our backside linebacker kind of play cut off. If there's no one inside, no one over, and they're free for a linebacker, we want to get the backside linebacker. Okay, because if they're chasing the mic and this kid's blocking the mic, it just get kids in the way. So you can have them try to get the mic. If the mic's shaded over this way, then great. If not, work for that backside linebacker. All right, now this is the biggest block of the play. Okay, if you're facing a tough nose guard, this is a difficult play, but it's important your center. You don't need to get this kid driven back. Obviously, if you can, great, but you just need to neutralize him and not get beat through your play side shoulder. Okay, so we're gonna step play side and we're gonna base this kid. All right, so we don't want to get beat through our upfield shoulder. We want to step play side, block, flip our hips around, run our feet, and just wall off. All right, so this guard's going to pull and kick. But now our blocking rules on belly. Okay, we're going to cross block this. It's going to be gap down backer for us. So our wing back is going to block his gap. If there's no one in his gap, if this linebacker came down, was in this gap, then yes, he needs to block him. But if there's no one in his gap, which there isn't here, he's going to block down. Down means any defender head up on the lineman inside of them. That's who he's blocking. So no one in his gap, but we got a down call here. So we're gonna block down here. He's got gap down backer. He's gonna go right to the mic. This guard is gonna pull. He is gonna kick out the DN. Okay, you want a tight pull path. You want him pulling right off of the wing back's down block. Okay, you could cheat that wing up and in. Okay, make sure he's off the ball, but up and in would be fine. That'll allow him to it'll give himself a better angle for the down block. All right, so the guard's going to pull right off the butt of the two down blocks. Okay, and then the aiming point is the inside hip of this DN. We need to really root this kid out. All right, and then we're going to ISO this kid with our halfback. All right, so we're going to basically, belly is the wing T version of ISO of weak ISO, right? It's ISO. Just we're cross blocking here. Gap down backer, pull kick. So it's got some buck blocking to it too. But for us, this is how we run belly. I know there are some coaches that will run this different, but this is how we do it, and this is how we've had the most success. All right, so we're gonna take a lateral step here, and then our aiming point, okay, is the outside foot of this tackle. Basically, we're getting down blocks here, so we're getting a wall off and a kick out, and then we're ISOing this kid. So our aiming point is the outside foot of this tackle, so we want to hit that seam. Okay, quarterback's going to open. All right, we do want the quarterback to open opposite. You could have him just open in hand, but kind of like toss, he's going to whip that foot around off the midline, gain ground and handoff. But you very well, if he's not getting back to get the handoff, okay, you could have him just open his play side foot. So you could have him open to the play side. We like open opposite because it kind of gives that pitch action. Because whatever way the quarterback opens, the defense is going to open up at least a half a step that way. So it kind of makes our down blocks and our kick out a little easier. But again, if he's not able to get there, and when I say get there, you want to get the ball as far in the backfield as you can. Why? Because you need to give him time to adjust his path. Just because the point of attack is here doesn't mean an opening might not be opening might open up here or it might open up here. So when he gets the ball in the backfield, he can adjust his path accordingly. Whereas if he gets the ball here, right behind the lineman, he's not going to be able to see it. So if your quarterback can't get the ball to this fullback in the backfield by opening up the opposite way, then just have him open up the same way. All right. So we have him turn. As long as he don't take any false steps this way, right? He just gets the snap, swings his hips, and hands off. Okay, he should be able to do it. But again, if he's not, just have him open up play side. And then he could carry out a fake after that. All right, let him carry out a bootleg. Okay, so that's Belly versus the 5-3. We're gonna get this drawn up against the 4-4-2. Now, blocking rules apply. Same blocking rules apply. Backside A gap defender, inside over free. Now, here's something to keep in mind, guys. When you have double A gap defenders, you really don't need this guard blocking him. He's free to work onto a linebacker. Okay, or you could just have him stay with his inside over free blocking rules and you'll get a double team here. It's really up to you. All right, so no one inside, no one over. We're free. Can't get this Mike. We're not going to chase. Take that line. There we go. Not going to chase. You're going to get him. Tight end's going to step down. We're going to base him because we got an inside call. Gap down backer. So there's no one in his gap. He's blocking the next lineman down. There's someone in his gap, right? Gap down. So there's someone in his gap. We're blocking down here. We're going to pull. We're going to kick out. Now, depending on the defense and the alignment of the kick out player, this pull path could change. As I said, depending on the alignment. Now, if you have a tough C-gap defender, the kick out, we're always kicking out the contain player. In a 4-4, it happens to be this outside linebacker against a 5-3 or a 3-5. Maybe the kid's on the line of scrimmage, but we're always kicking out the contain player. Maybe this kid's up here and you pull and kick him out, but you're always kicking out the contain player. You could definitely kick out this end. Okay, I'll draw that up too and then show you. But this is how it would look for us. Get this thing out of the way. And roll step, aiming points there. So we're going to cut that in. Receiver just going to stalk block. If you're getting press man coverage, you could just have him run off and go vertical. It's up to you. All right, and if you don't want the corner impact in the play, you could go max split on this. But we do like our split end to stay compressed because it looks like we're going to run toss, and when we run our halfback toss, we crack with him. So if he's compressed on this, they may think it's toss and they'll widen themselves out even. All right, so you can block the DN. Most teams, I feel like, would kick out this DN here. All right, maybe more so in the high school level, but for us, we're going to kick out the contain player. It keeps things simple. The contain player is always going to be on the outside shoulder. He's going to be taught to box. So we're always going to kick him out. Whether we're running buck or belly, we're going to kick out the contain player. All right, so gap down backer here. Okay, easy pull. It's a shorter pull path. Coaching points don't change. Inside hip of the defender is kicking out. I want to go pull right behind the butt of right off the butt of the left tackle down blocking. So no false steps, just pull, fire out. We're not climbing in the backfield, okay? You do have 2-foot splits, so there is some distance, so you shouldn't collide with the tackle here. Guard should not collide with the tackle. Just down block, pull, kick. All right, we're going to insert and base this kid out, and then this is the kid we're going to isolate. Oh, sorry. There you go. All right, and then the pull path is shorter as well as the running back's path. All right, so again, it really comes down to preference. We run it the first way, but if you want to keep, if you rather have this hit a little more inside or kick out this DN because that C-gap player is a problem, okay, maybe against a 6-2 defense, you might want to kick this kid out, especially if he's big and your wing can't handle him. You can change the kick out. We've changed the kick out on the fly sometimes, so it's pretty easy to do. But again, you could block this whichever way you want.